This is the Grey Area Podcast, talking all things rap and hip hop from the UK to across the pond. The facts are black and white, but our opinions are somewhere in the middle. We're about the music, not the gossip. Positive more than negative. Quality over quantity. Substance is worth more than clickbait.
Griselda.
How did people feel about Benny prior to this? Because we spoke about him pretty recently, didn't we? When we reviewed Burden of Proof.
Benny's in a good place. Like, he's slightly untouchable, but realistically, he's just prolific, innit? It's like high quality, production's never lacking, the bars are never lacking. The whole, obviously, he's not a persona. I feel like he's a real person, but like his whole energy, his vibe is just, it's all matching. It's working. The voice is amazing. And then this project is just like Burden of Proof ×2, but shorter, which I'm not mad at because it's such a short listen. Yeah, it maybe we'll listen to it like loads of times. I could probably listen to it about 8-9 times now. And even though I have my two favorites and my one takeoff track, it's still like I want to hear the whole thing sometimes just to hear everything in context. So yeah, I'm really enjoying what Benny the Butcher puts out. I haven't really heard that many of his features, which I know I'm slacking on, but what can I do?
But he's got like one a week. You can't keep up.
This is what I'm saying. What can I do?
Literally like one a week.
I literally can't keep up with him. So it's like I've decided to just submit and go, I'll listen to his projects and that's it. Or if he comes up on another
Griselda.
project, you know? That bun's gonna get absolutely broken today.
Yeah, it's like Sam said. I was thinking, it's hard to keep track of all of his releases, all of Griselda in general, but Benny does release a lot. I like when he does his big releases like Burden of Proof, Plugs, and Tanner Talk Free. And I think this definitely comes up there with those projects, like incredible release again. And I don't think like this is one thing I was thinking about his whole discography because I was going through those three projects. There's a lot of great songs in all four of these and a lot to unpack. And it's not like a shallow discography at all. Like, it's not just like 4 tracks from each project. I feel like the whole project are listen throughs. Maybe Tanner Talk, I would drop a few, but yeah, like it's a depthful piece of work he's done the past few years.
He's on a run. I just feel that Benny doesn't miss, man. And the thing is, I feel that with his whole discography, he knows what he's good at, and you can hear that journey that he's starting to discover. I'm going to rap about this. I'm going to rap about the drugs and my story of what happened in the past, and that's who I am. I'm not going to be like anybody else. So when you get into the Plugs I Met too, all you feel is like, this is like Benny is like, this is him. He knows who he is now. He's like, this is me. You can either take me as me or you don't, or you just run with someone else. I don't care, because this is what I'm going to rap about. And I just feel like you get the best Benny like this. So I really enjoyed this. Really.
Do you know what's mad to me about this project? It felt like if there was a new Scarface film or a new like drug dealer film, this would be the soundtrack to it. 100%. A song from this would be like the title track song, or do you know what I mean, like the big moment song, because this thing just feels like 80s drug dealing or something like that.
As soon as like the first track comes on, you get that persona and that feels straight away that you're in that type of film, like that Scarface moment. That's what I get from this completely. Definitely.
Yeah, I felt like this. The best way to describe this is it felt like an extension of Burden of Proof. What I mean by that is Burden of Proof to me, and I think I said it at the time, it felt like, see, on Tanner Talk 3 and even Plugs 1, it was like Benny was rapping on the street corner. But when he got to Burden of Proof, it was like he's in the penthouse now. So the content's not really changed, but there's just a different vibe. It felt like he elevated. This was like an extension of that for me. We'll get into Harry Fraud and whatnot, but the sort of soundscape that he provided had a more luxurious feel for if you go back to Tanner Talk 3, which is just gritty, you know, it's Derringer, it's Alchemist, people like that making the beats. So yeah, definitely an extension of what we had with Burden of Proof, I think.
I think it's not surprising because there's not a large gap between the two projects as well.
This is
true. But like his perspective shifted because in Burden of Proof, he's like flaunting that I've made it here now and I'm thankful for it. But I think in this project, he's more like, maybe I shouldn't flaunt it like that. I should maybe inspire people with how I've got from here to here.
Mm-hmm. There were some songs on Burden of Proof though that were a real message.
Hmm.
There were a few, but I know what you mean. Especially the opening of the album, it was very like braggadocious and Hit Boy. I mean, no disrespect to Harry Fraud, but Hit Boy is on a different level. I think.
Nah, man, no.
No, he is on a different level.
I don't want to talk about production too early, but the production on this thing, I don't even want to call it an album, whatever you want to call it, a project. This is amazing production. I want to say early on, one of these beats for me could be beat of the year, could be production of the year.
Okay.
What I will say about Harry Fraud, he completely understood like Benny and the whole like the whole element and the theme of this album. Like, I'm sorry, for someone just to understand how Benny's going to rap and what image he wanted for this album, Harry Fraud absolutely nailed it. The beats are just, they're just incredible. They really are.
I agree.
It's just so well done. Like,
I agree.
I don't know if anyone else could have done it like that because he's done it so well. So
yeah, no, I agree with you. I think what I mean by a different level is that, as Kieran said, there was more of a. If we're talking about, if we're saying that he was flaunting more on Burden of Proof, Hit Boy just comes with a certain energy that matches that.
Yeah,
and I don't think there's many people with that kind of energy. Harry Fraud, don't get me wrong, I loved it on here, and as Theo said, the production style suited it. It was a bit more understated, a bit more what's the word? I don't know, especially towards the end, more somber, more atmospheric. But yeah, he did a great job. No disrespect at all.
You know what I feel like, right? I feel like this is like Rick Ross level rap. It's that flexy but like luxurious type beaches. It's not that flexy. I'm gonna throw money in the club, wear a Rolex, and do you know what I mean? Have big jewels on. It's just like, I got money. You know what I mean? What next?
Yeah. He's saying some stuff on here as well, man. Like,
that's why it feels like an album to me.
He's saying like a lot on. Yeah,
the content of it is so cohesive that it runs through like an album. Like Burden of Proof, there's that journey of like all of this gangster stuff and then a bit more conscious towards the end. It feels like an album to me.
The ending's amazing too, you know. The ending, I don't know why. Thanksgiving.
Oh, Thanksgiving is amazing. Oh, it's brilliant.
I didn't clock this is the end because I'm pretty sure every time I was listening, because it's so short, I would just hear like Burden of Proof tracks, like random ones. So I thought it was like, oh yeah, this is a Burden of Proof track. That's why it feels so momentous. Like, that's the end of the project. Damn.
Yeah, it's mad. And don't you find that the transition from Survivor's Remorse straight to Thanksgiving is incredible? That transition just straight into it is just, I don't know. I have to like just relap the album every single time just to get that moment. I'm not going to lie to you. It's just incredible. And Thanksgiving just as a track is just, it's just amazing.
Do you think that's really one of his best songs? Because that's why I was gassed before this phone call. Because I just finished it and I was like, yeah.
I really do, Kieran.
Wow.
Yeah, honestly, it's one of his best. I can't tell you how many times I have played that track.
That beat kind of reminds me of Kanye as well because of the vocal sample in it. It's got a little bit of Kanye feels.
I'm just saying with Harry Fraud, he did his damn thing. Some of these beats are like, I'm pretty sure you'll be hearing them for, you know, people wanting to freestyle all over these beats because these beats are insane. Absolutely insane.
They really
Club
are.
Talk, Live by It.
Yes.
No Instructions, Thanksgiving. Those beats are absolute monster level. And Longevity technically. Basically, all 9 of the beats are amazing.
Survivor's Guilt has a really good beat as well.
Survivor's Remorse, yeah.
Survivor's Remorse.
Yeah, no, all the beats. I don't know how Sean's feeling on these beats, but I think they're 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
Why are you atting Sean?
I don't know, I just want to bring him in.
No, do you know what? I feel a bit bad because although I've been listening to this obviously for the review for the podcast, and I like it, I'm not like on the same level as you lot. I'm not thinking it's not blowing me away. If I'm honest, it's not blowing me away.
What's this? What?
Man.
Negativity.
Man.
You ain't got the answers.
I don't understand how you're not blown away by these beats. These beats are incredible, man.
No. I'm talking about the project. I'm talking about the project in general. I'm not.
What do you mean in general? It's all part of the fucking project, man. You're on this stuff.
I saw your read through, like saying.
Nah, man. I'm not.
Were you tired of the content?
Feeling this energy, man. I'm not feeling this energy.
I'm so bad. Now, all the things you get hyped for. What is this?
Not feeling this energy.
Who's going first?
Jeez, man. Did you not pick up some of these lines, man? I bet you didn't pick up the sports references.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. So do you know who Pete Maverick is?
No.
Yeah,
Why
there you
should I
go.
know?
You
I'm not American.
Yeah, no, but there you go. You just said. I just asked, did you pick up all the sports references? Yeah,
I know
did.
everyone.
Do you know
Theo
who Pete
watches
Maverick,
every
Pete
single
Maverick is?
sport.
And he goes like, "Oh no." So there you go. It's on
It's
Live
not even
by
about
It.
knowing the references. It's like, come on, man. Tell us why. That's what I need to know. Because before I get all upset,
No, like I said, I think it's yeah. No, you are getting a bit emotional. I don't know why, but anyway.
I said, calm down, tuck your fanny in.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, man. Like I said, I feel like it's an extension of Burden of Proof. I don't think it's better than Burden of Proof. I don't think it's better. And I liked Burden of Proof as well, but
It's new though. It's new. Come on, man. Let it be new and enjoy it because it's new. I'm not saying it's better than Burden of Proof. I don't think anyone's saying it's better than Burden of Proof, but it's new.
Yeah.
Be hyped,
yeah, but
man.
if you remember when we spoke about Burden of Proof, we all liked it, but it wasn't like we weren't blown away. We weren't amazed by it.
It was one of
This
the
time-
albums of the year last
Yeah,
year.
exactly. It was
Yeah, I
not
was
my
about to
number
say
3. My number 3 of the year last
Unanimously.
year. Exactly.
Did we do albums
I
of the
didn't make
year
top
last year?
my top
Did we
five.
do that?
Yeah, we did it. Yeah,
we
we
did
did
at the start of
it.
the year.
That's what I mean. It was my number 3.
Did it make it to the top 10? It must have.
Oh, you mean like that? Oh, no. We didn't do it like that. We all had our own selection.
It would
was
have
my
been
number
top
3.
10. It would have been
Oh,
in the top
easily.
10.
Therefore.
Easily.
No, look,
Easily.
I've like I said, I like this, and he is saying stuff on here, but compared to the last 3 projects we've got, I don't see, and like I said, I enjoyed it, but I don't see like a step up. It's not like a massive improvement or anything like that. It's just
But
been like
wait,
an
like-
extension of the run.
Do you like Plugs 1 or Plugs 2 more?
I
Or
only
what do you think's
enjoy.
better?
I prefer Benny on this. I think Benny does a better job, but I enjoy Plugs 1 a bit more, admittedly, just because some of the features on there are crazy and there's a different variety of beats. It's more of it's an EP, isn't it? It's not, I'm not looking for like a cohesive body of work. It's just a more enjoyable listen for me that way. But this might grow on me in time. This is a more consistent, this is like an album basically. And like I say, Benny stands out more. But Plugs 1, I mean, we've had it longer as well. You know what I'm like? I need time with things. So yeah, I slightly prefer Plugs 1 personally.
But
yeah.
the thing is, I thought you were a fan of collaborative albums where it's just one producer and just the rapper going. You loved Alfredo.
Yeah, but not every
you loved-
single one, man.
Yeah,
There's
what's
just 'cause it's a
Alfredo?
collab.
Alfredo is the thing. Like
But-
it's like
but-
that, isn't it?
But why would I just like something because it's a collab between 2 people? I
White
don't get that.
producer, black rapper. I thought that's what gets you going. Where's my buttons not working? Nah. What's going on?
Listen, look, I'll let yous go then. Like if yous love this, so you
There's
might
actually a
you tell
pattern.
me. You tell me what
Denzel
was so
Curry,
great?
Kenny Beats as well.
See,
Run the Jewels.
see, you
There's-
see,
there's
you
so
see.
many
I told you.
examples.
There's a pattern. There's a pattern. It's a cycle of behavior.
Oh my
You'd expect Sean to like this one.
I do like it. This is what you lot get too emotional and too exaggerated. I've said I like it. This is a good solid EP album basically. I'm just not
Oh,
amazed
man.
by it. I don't think it's amazing. That's all. So you lot might as well go and
Nah,
explain why.
You're capping, bro. What the hell are you talking about? This is your
Well, you got to
formula.
explain it.
This is
you
your
gotta
formula
explain
for
it.
success. White
This is
producer,
not gonna.
black rapper.
This is not going to be.
What's wrong
This is
with
not going to be
you?
good content.
Why didn't we include that in how to build a perfect rapper? White producer, black rapper.
Goodness. Oh my ribs, man! I can't take this. Oh Jesus!
I'm sorry.
Oh, sure does not look impressed, man. Oh,
No,
man.
he's just like, why are you guys like this?
I'm just baffed.
I feel what you're saying, yeah, but what I'm not understanding is like, I just feel like I want to ask you to rate it out of 10 now, innit? Like, because I feel like it's gonna disappoint us at the end. Or I want you to say more. Like, I need you to say more.
I've got a
like,
question for Sean because he wrote in the.
This
type-up
is what I'm
that-
asking, right? This is what I'm
Yeah.
asking. Ask me questions.
You
and
wrote
I'll get back to you.
is it lacking anything like a greater variety of subject matter? And I feel like it wasn't though, because it's so short. He's not talking about these things too much. Like sometimes Burden of Proof, you listen through and he is talking about that gang shit quite a lot. I think this is a concise amount of it, and there's so much evolution from the start to the end. Like the braggadocious, the street talk, all the gangster rap, then the deep stuff, the conscious stuff, the inspiring stuff at the end as well. I think it's
Yeah,
very
the reason why I asked that is because on the first song he says, "I've been getting a little too accurate. I need new challenges." That's what he says. So it got me thinking. It was like, right, like I said, I'm going to keep saying it. This is like an extension of Burden of Proof. Okay, it's not. It feels like it fits in with that ilk that he was doing on that album. So for me, I'm thinking, right, okay, this is good. This is enjoyable. I like this, but what next? Where does he go from here? Can he do another one like this in 6 months to a year's time, and excel and get to the next level? That's what I'm thinking.
So for you, is about is there anything lacking hooks or great subject variety? Like, isn't that an album type of thing? So to ask what's next, I feel like the next album will be not a lot less of this style of rapping or style of beats, but it's definitely going to be inspired by the two projects that have just come out before, so Burden of Proof and this. But I don't know what that sounds like, to be honest, and I don't doubt that it will be good though.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm sure it will be good. I'm sure it will be another solid body of work. It's just him saying that to me. That was one of the first things I picked up on when I listened to this. I was like, and I wrote down like in my little notes, I said, self-aware. It's like he kind of knows, like maybe I'm misinterpreting it, but it felt like he's saying, I've been doing this kind of thing now for a little while. What do I do next? What's going to challenge me as a rapper? Who am I going to work with? What am I going to talk about?
That's like great sports stars. Once they clock that they're the best in the world or the best in the game, doing really well. It's not like they stop being really well. That's just their operating level. So then they try to do outstanding stuff, and that's when you can, quote unquote, injure yourself when you start doing outstanding stuff. So for you, what could an improvement of this sound like? Variation?
No,
in
I don't
content?
have the answer. Listen, I'm not articulate when it comes to this. For me, it's just feeling, innit? And this did not give me that wow feeling. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I get more what you're saying. So
that's why, like, look, I know you're having your fun. It's funny, but that's why I'm saying, like, you lot lead. You lot say what's made it so great, because otherwise it's not going to be.
Because it gave me a feeling. It didn't give me that feeling. It gave me.
I hear what exactly. I hear what you're saying, because it didn't blow me away. I'm not saying it blew me away. That is like we're going extreme now if we're saying it. No, because it's still good, man.
Yeah, like you're shitting on it for no reason.
Yeah, but you're saying what's all that about?
Hang on, Kieran. Wait, Kieran. Hang on, Kieran. Quote me. Where did I shit on it? Quote me. I need to hear it.
It's gone so aggressive, so fast. I said, hey, bro.
Oh snap! Look, take a breath.
It was just the vibe of what you said felt negative, bro. It was bad
like
vibes.
We were trying to say some good stuff about it, and it just got negative real quick.
I apologize,
man.
Because you said, why are you bringing Sean into this? And I was like, I need to hear what you said, because I was clocked. Man's being bare silent. It means he's got something very controversial to say.
Jeez. Oh, Sean, man, you just remind me of Kamaru Usman, man, against Colby, where Colby's like saying, "Oh, I docked you," and then his whole mood just changed. Name a time when I docked you. Name a time.
I just, I'm like, I'm particular. If something gets said wrong, I'll say, I'll say my piece.
All I'm saying is, I'm surprised that Sean didn't like this, but maybe he'll make it up for us in the vote.
Oh my God, I might leave. I'm not even joking. I might go. This is a waste of time. What do you mean? I've not once said I don't like it.
It feels like you don't like it, man.
Boring. Okay.
Am I lying?
No. Let's move on. I want to talk about one reason why I like it. So I was reading Pitchfork's review. I don't usually do this, but I saw a comment they said where he's got really diaristic verses.
Hold on.
So,
everybody email Kieran at thepitchfork.com.
Hire me in it. I'm ready. Yeah, they were saying like he writes verses like they're diary entries, basically. And for me, I find it really interesting seeing his diary and like reading into it. And I'm glad like he's so vivid with how he feels about like his life experiences and like what's on his mind as well. And I'm not bored yet. That was my main feeling. I'm still ready to hear more about that.
Oh, I'm definitely not bored, because some of his deep stuff is just amazing, man. You just want to listen to it, don't you? You heard some of this stuff on Burden of Proof, and you heard it on previous albums as well, because I've got some of it on Plugs One and Tanner Talk. But this, I'm still not getting bored. I still want to know about all this stuff. Like No Instructions for me, man. Oh my goodness me, I could listen to that all day long. Flipping love it.
I was gonna say I've been banging Plug Talk out. Like that song is too much for me.
It's a banger.
It's
Oh yes,
so it's
that
just
beat is
it's
ridiculous.
I know
as
it's
well.
like okay, yeah, there's no like wow factor, but for me right now, I'm enjoying parts of this project quite a lot. Like tracks 3 to 6, Plug Talk, Live by It, Talking Back, No Instructions. I just love it. I can't
Yeah.
explain why. It just works.
I was gonna say as well with like Survivor's Remorse. That's the type of reflection that like Jay-Z done on Regrets on Reasonable Doubt, and I
Mm.
think it's just as good to be honest as well.
Oh, I love Survivor's Remorse. So I love that he's like had that sort of thought to himself about like how that it could have been him and how he finds himself lucky and what he's going to sort of do with it. I just think that song's so well done, and the production to suit that mood is just honestly, I can't praise Harry Fraud enough. Of
He
what
does this
did.
thing, Harry Fraud, where like it's like a boom bap, typical boom bap beat with the sample,
Mm.
but as the beat progresses, like the sample starts to switch up. He starts using different cuts from the sample and things like
see,
that.
I noticed this
man.
too because I was
Exactly.
thinking
And then
like
he flips
not
it into the
feeling
reverse
repetitive.
as well.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just-
Yeah.
I was like, it's not feeling repetitive because I sat down and just listened to the beats, just like trying to ignore the lyrics. I was like, these are all different chops now.
Yeah.
These are different chops now. I was like, this is amazing.
For boom bap, this is really not repetitive at all. Like
Oh no, not
it's
not,
constantly
yeah.
like evolving in your ears.
It
It's
feels
amazing.
similar. Every section where he chops, it feels similar, but it's technically different. It's like what you
Mhm.
said. It's like a Kanye West style of thing where most people are hearing and go, "Oh, this beat's vibing," but it's like he's doing stuff behind the scenes, which is making this so much more interesting to hear.
It's
Does
crazy
anyone
though,
know what
because
that,
I only knew Action Bronson's Strictly for My Jeeps. Anyone heard
Yeah.
that? That was the
Yeah.
only tune I heard from Harry Fraud. And it bumped, but
Yeah.
I didn't know Harry Fraud was on this echelon of producers.
Oh, I've heard Harry Fraud a lot, but Sean's saying.
I was going to say, does anyone know where that vocal sample is on Plug Talk? Where that's from, sorry.
Nah, I think I looked
No.
it up.
No, I don't know.
I think I looked
That's
it
like
up.
some Japanese song, isn't it?
Is
it's
it?
amazing.
Ah,
Oh, is it actually?
Yeah.
makes
Ah.
sense then.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sai Yoshiko.
That was like an
Konodo.
anime or something.
Mm.
To check that one out.
How the fuck do people find this type of stuff?
Oh, you're telling me madness.
There must be people that get. Well, I know Kanye had a guy that used to come to the studio and just play him records. Like he'd go out and look for records and play them for him. But in this case, I don't know. Harry Fraud's a weird guy. Shout out to him. And I could be talking about 2 Chainz' verse on that song.
Oh
It's
no, I
terrible.
love it. Oh no,
It's terrible.
No,
Oh,
what?
It's terrible.
What?
What? Man said something. Man said something about an elephant. I was like, do you understand? Elephants aren't like that. Like they don't look like. I have to get the lyric up.
I can understand why people say it was terrible, but you know what? I don't know. I'm gonna own up, man. I actually like the verse, but I can understand why it's terrible. I can understand
does
why people
nothing
don't.
for
No.
me.
No, I can understand why people think it's terrible, but I'm not gonna stand here and go like, oh yeah, I think it's terrible as well when I actually like it. I tell you what. I know why I probably don't find this terrible because he's had some awful verses before. And when I've listened to this one, I'm like, oh, it's all right. Like, have you ever heard his verse from like Big Crit's song? Some of his verses are just terrible. So this, I was like, yeah, no, I'm bumping to it. I like it. So I'm not gonna stand here and say it's terrible. I can understand why someone says it's terrible, but I'm not gonna be that guy. So
This comes into why this is why a lot of this doesn't blow me away because there are aspects to some, I'd say at least half songs where I'm kind of not taken out, but it's just like you say, like the 2 Chainz verse is fun, but it's you could be without it. It's not gonna go. You could do without it. Do you get what I mean?
I misheard it. I thought he said got scales the way I elephant, but he says got a scale that way an elephant. 'Cause I was thinking elephants don't have scales. 2 Chainz.
yeah.
They're not reptiles. But he
It's the
said he has
type
a
of thing
scale
you
that
say.
could weigh an elephant. Yeah, well, he just makes it because he said plug talk like a Tesla. What does that mean? Like, yeah, you plug in a Tesla, but Teslas don't talk, or do they? I don't know.
no, I don't know. Well, but Elon
think
Musk probably
Teslas
makes
do
a Tesla
talk.
that. Yeah, I think they do talk. You
I
know,
think they do
Elon
talk
Musk
to
is
you.
that type of guy, man.
Yeah.
He's definitely that type of guy.
But there's one bit that Sean likes where he said, "Put you in a hospital and put logos on your stretcher."
Classic 2 Chainz. That's brilliant. I love that. Just that silly, stupid, witty bars that he gives you, outrageous stuff. But yeah, it's not. I'm more with Kieran. Like I could do without it, but it's fun. It's cool.
He upped his rap level because he realized he would feel a bit stupid next to Benny if he's talking his shit.
What about
Saying
Chinks? Rest in peace.
Yeah.
I could do without that feature, to be honest.
Yeah.
It ruined the song for me.
Oh, did it ruin the song? Yeah. Well, I cannot. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It wasn't great. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't great. I wouldn't go that far as say it ruins the song. But
There was no need for it though. Like
Yeah.
it was one of my favorite tracks on the album until that came, and
Mm.
it just kind of kills the vibe. I'd rather it was like Conway or someone like that.
Oh, if it was Conway, that would have been some different level, man.
Mhm.
That would. Yeah.
So you now understanding why I'm not blown away by this.
Oh, but
You now understand
But these are the little
Sean, we
things.
Sean,
These are the
we
little
said
things
we
that don't
weren't
matter.
blown away,
I don't
man.
think a verse is a little thing though,
No, but
especially
why
when
do
it comes to Fat Joe.
Why do you keep bringing this blown away thing up?
That
No
verse
one
is
said
Get to
that
the
we
sick,
were
Fat
blown
Joe.
away.
No,
It's a
no.
good
Let's get to the
verse.
Fat Joe. Come on,
I
forget
don't
forget
get
about
it.
Chinks. Don't talk bad of a dead man. Yeah, let's forget that. But let's talk about this Fat Joe thing because I feel like that's where we're gonna get something out of Sean. Talk to us, Sean. What's the Fat Joe thing about?
It's because he used the Janet.
Why
line
is he
again.
in red?
The Fat Joe thing, the Fat Joe thing for me was like it's the definition of a tone deaf verse, right? Because or tone deaf
It's the
content.
Wuhan virus line in it.
No, it's that, and it's Harvey
Oh.
Weinstein. But it's like the way he starts it. I think he starts it pretty tough. There's that little Big L reference. There's
Yeah.
just the opening couple lines. I'm like, okay, and I like Fat Joe. Not one of my favorites, but I've always respected him. And then when he mentions the Harvey Weinstein thing, I'm like, why would you do that?
He's
Why?
just trying to say outrageous shit.
When is that ever going to sound good? You can't make any bar sound good by including that man's name, especially at the minute. And then the Wuhan bit, I was like, oh, for God's sake.
Do you know what's really mad to me?
Why?
His
It's
verse
just
is so
stupid.
short. It's so short, but it's packed
Yeah,
with
it's
so much
words, like-
outrage that it felt too long.
But it's not even like outrageous though. It's just because they're not even that good. The bars are not that good. It's just like, why are you saying these things?
I feel like he more so was rhyming stuff to get to his punchlines like he wanted to. Because it's like, drag me in and out of court, Harvey Weinstein, throw up that white up in the pot, give him pipe dreams. Like he's only said Harvey Weinstein because it rhymes with pipe dreams.
Yeah,
and he said
definitely.
Wuhan virus to get to Wu-Tang Cyrus. Or whatever he was trying to say. there.
It's a
But
stupid verse.
It's
Let's
just like
admit
he's
that.
trying
There
to,
were
It's very
dumb
trying
lines,
to get
jarring,
to
man.
somewhere and he's
Dumb
doing it
lines.
the wrong way.
Yeah.
Completely
Very
the wrong
jarring.
way.
You cannot put Pipe and Harvey Weinstein in the same sentence or whatever. It's just no.
The energy he came on when he
I
does that
know.
crack, I'm just like, what? I'm like, what's
It's
about
like-
to happen?
It's like Kieran just read my mind, man. That's what I was about to say.
The
You
gas
came
levels
with-
were up here when I heard that.
Exactly, because when he's coming in with that, you're thinking, okay, what energy are you coming in? And then then the verse happens, and you're like, what? Oh, it's mad.
And why is Fat Joe always saying the N-word? He is the whitest person I've ever seen in my life.
I think he's Puerto Rican or something.
Yeah,
That
it's
doesn't
not-
matter, man. He's not black. Do you know what? You know what's funny? When 6ix9ine says it, yeah, I ain't so mad at it because it's like I just think he's just an idiot. But Fat Joe has no business saying. I'm looking at.
He's clearly an idiot too with these bars. Let's be real.
It's good at this point. Nice.
Hard.
No. No. No.
Wait, man.
Talk
Let me
your
get
shit.
let me get his shit off.
Yeah.
Oh, Wuhan virus.
Griselda.
Nah, I'm telling you, whoever was in the studio with him was getting him gassed that day. Because if I was there, you can't say that, man. Not like in a like you could get cancelled type vibes. I'd be like, that's not like I see what you're trying to do, but today, like right now, no. And to
It's
be
the
honest,
type of
you-
verse to get cancelled to. Let's be
Oh,
real.
yeah, 100%. 100%.
I was like, not now, not in the future. Just never ever put those two words and probably a whole other list of words you got in your head. Take them out. Take them out. It's gonna ruin your career, man.
Look, he's built up enough respect, I think, for someone like Benny and the surrounding people to just let that fly. But if a new rapper says that, I don't know. I don't know if that's making the cut. I think they're getting told to redo that.
Not even about redo it. It's like, what? Where did you? How did you think this was okay? What you've done?
I know. That's
That's why I say tone deaf. It's tone
Yeah.
deaf.
The Harvey Weinstein thing. Okay, yeah, maybe let it go, whatever.
No,
But
no, it's
it's
not
the
maybe.
Wuhan
no.
virus. That, do you know how much?
No,
do you know,
man.
no, you know what? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, we'll let that go because he might have thought, yeah, because he's been to court loads, because all of this.
Time
like,
has passed, to be fair, with that one.
No, it's not even about time passing. It's
Not in the
and do you know
industry
what?
I work in.
When I said, yeah, I was saying when you say let that pass, yeah. When I say let that pass, I mean just like okay, you can have one, but two back-to-back very offensive punchlines or preludes to a punchline is like relax. Relax.
But
'Cause
the
it's not
annoying
even
thing is, they're
funny.
not even that outrageous. They're not like, do you know what I mean? They're just
It's
saying
just not
things
well
that.
done, aren't they? Yeah.
No,
Well,
it's
well,
just
well,
silly.
you don't even mention it, really. I don't know what went in his head when he wanted
It's
to even
poor
mention
taste.
Harvey Weinstein. I can't even get my words together. Harvey Weinstein.
Why couldn't he say coronavirus? If people say
Yeah,
coronavirus,
I know, that's what I
that's a
did.
better
Yeah,
wording.
exactly. I
Wuhan
know.
virus is racist. Like,
Yeah, it's like, exactly. It's as bad as Donald Trump saying, man. I don't know why you had to say Wuhan virus. That's what I heard it. I was like, why on earth are you saying that, man? You some dickhead.
But he
I get
responded,
it's
innit?
cool. It rhymes with Wu Tang, so it's like it's kind of cool,
but still, but no.
this is why I'm like, you see what he's trying to do, but just just know when it's time to not do them things, innit?
There was a response from him. He said something about recording it a long time ago before I think the
Oh, that's a load of
terminology
nonsense,
was out
man.
there.
What, when was
And
he
that he
recording?
loves
Back in
his
2014?
Asian.
I'm not having any of that. That's just like some bullshit
Yeah.
response just to be like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, and just get people on side. That's a load of nonsense. Sorry.
I mean, in
But it'll
an
pass,
ideal
though.
world,
It'll
yeah,
pass.
I'd say in an ideal world, Fat Joe's gonna become less relevant anyways, and this verse has kind of just cemented
Yeah.
that. I ain't gonna lie, he had a bang a couple years back with Remy Ma. I forgot it was All the Way Up. That one was
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That was tough. That was
He's
tough.
had a great career. Like he's lasted, but no, that wasn't a good look. But my favorite feature was Jim Jones. That was my
Jim
favorite.
Jones was hard. Yeah, he was. Yeah, for me, he's the best feature
Yeah.
on the album.
Isn't he on the same track as? No, he's not on the same track as
French
Montana.
Montana.
French.
He is,
Who
he
did
is,
all
he is.
right.
He
That
is,
was
yeah.
all right. That verse.
That
was
French,
cool.
was
that was
okay,
my
it was
favorite
okay.
feature. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know
would you?
why.
You like French? Oh, fair enough.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it wasn't
don't
bad.
usually
It was
like him.
decent. Yeah. No, I don't like
French
him
has
myself,
got
but
a-
he did. Yeah.
French has got a swagger about him, a delivery though. That's what
Yeah.
it is. I think anyway. I think he's cool.
Yeah.
He's
I
cool.
mean, it was a good verse because I don't like him, but
He did the chorus
it
too,
did,
though,
yeah, it was
right?
nice.
Yeah.
I swear,
yeah,
I swear that's
not
him.
sure.
I feel like he
Ooh, I
did.
can't-
I'm looking now.
I can't remember. You know.
Who does that? 'Cause that
yeah,
chorus
Benny Butcher and
goes
French
in.
Montana. Yeah.
Mm.
Because for me, I was like, this is probably the best French Montana verse I've heard in a long, long time. I'm talking like
Definitely.
nearly like 9 years type long time. Because he came out with great music. He came out with like the Mac and Cheese projects and all that kind of stuff. And I loved French Montana. Then he just got shit. Then he had that other one with Not Good Enough for Me. Since I've been. That was a good one. But it wasn't like a.
Unforgettable. What's
Yeah, that wasn't like a
Yeah.
rap banger. That was just a banger. But
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
This is like the revival of French Montana. Like I will more likely now go listen to a French Montana song or project. after this verse.
Definitely.
And do you know who was producing for him a lot at the beginning? Harry Fraud.
Yeah, this is
Harry
this is
Fraud.
how I know Harry
Fraud.
Fraud.
A lot.
Yeah.
This is
Wow.
how I know Harry Fraud because of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But his
Yeah.
verse is pretty. It gets into like some. This is funny. This line: pockets poking like Kim's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know,
that
that
made me
was
laugh
funny.
as well.
That was funny.
I was like,
mate,
yeah.
that made me crack up, man.
And it's his voice too. You know what
Yeah.
French Montana's like? It's something about the way he delivers lines makes it kind of like it's like a dad joke almost.
I just laugh because wasn't he with Courtney as well? Courtney or whichever
The big
one. He was with one
Yeah,
of the
he's in
sisters.
big one, Chloe.
He was with
Chloe.
one of them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, man.
Shout out
Back
to
to
Calabasas.
Jim
Chloe.
Jones though. You know, Harry Ford and Jim Jones got a project this year coming out.
Yeah, good.
Have they?
They've already released one.
Oh,
They've
maybe
already got
that's
an
what I'm
album.
talking about.
Yeah.
What,
Good
wait.
album.
Oh, I need to
Earlier this
listen
year,
to it.
February.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, good
fair
album. I feel like Jim Jones is having a bit of a resurgence in recent years. Anyway, he's dropped a few good projects now.
All these old rappers are, do you know what I mean, doing stuff, and he's like, oh, I need to do stuff now. Do you know what I mean? Like they're kind of treading on my toes type thing.
Mm. Maybe there was a lot of pressure back then though as well. Like not
I
even
still
just
think he
like
could compete.
the way New York was, with 50 and
That's
all
what I'm
the
saying.
other
I don't
guys out
think
at
he
that
could
time.
compete. Sometimes it
But
takes
even-
people a little while to figure out
Yeah.
what they're doing and how to do it.
But even within his own camp, like with Cam and Jules as well, I think maybe that had an impact. Whereas now he's grown up, he's matured, less pressure.
He's never stopped releasing music though. Like he's never
No.
gone more than 7 years really. But he's always dropped something every now and again.
I've not listened to anything since the 2000s from him.
Yeah, likewise.
I think
Oh,
I heard
really?
El
Well-
Capo a little bit.
I've heard some singles, don't get me wrong, but I've not listened to an album.
To be fair, he does do bits though. Like he has moments where he features on people's stuff, and I'm not mad at it.
He says some stuff in that verse as well. Some serious
Oh yeah,
stuff.
of
It's
course
a
he does.
really
Yeah,
good
of course he
verse.
does. It was a good
Yeah,
verse,
yeah.
man. That's what I'm saying. It's the best feature on the album for me. You sent him some real stuff.
Mhm.
It says, new convictions turn to crucifixions for us exploiting people for their true addictions. So in turn, they choose to judge us by the coops we whipping. I watch the kids being lied to by computer addiction. I like that.
It's
Yeah.
the
I
way
like
he
that.
delivers that verse as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
There's like
exactly.
there's a
It's the
humor in
delivery.
it.
Yeah,
Mm.
precisely.
Yeah. No, I like Jim Jones.
His verse is so long as well. Yeah, I need to get this out there. His verse is so long, but it feels like I feel like he probably was like, I need to say all this. I need to get this off my chest, type thing, you know.
Mhm.
And it works.
Mm.
Yeah. I liked Rick Hyde too. I like that.
Yeah, Rick.
verse.
Rick Hyde was good. Oh, he said
Never
something
heard
that
of
was
him
quite
before.
nuts. Oh no, nor have I.
Greg
But I liked
Popovich?
his verse. Oh, that was
See, I've
but
got that one, Theo. I've got
Yeah,
that one.
you got that one, but you missed the others. Like you missed the others.
Listen,
You said that's
Listen,
one out
you-
of three. That's 1 out of 3. Name the other 2.
listen,
Don't
you
do
follow
this.
baseball,
yeah, name
American
the other two.
football,
Name the other two.
softball. You're
This
into
boy watches softball.
lacrosse.
Nah, he doesn't.
Listen,
watch all that.
Theo follows every sport, man.
Nah,
Every
he
single
can't.
one.
He can't watch softball.
He
and that. Where
does,
you
man.
what? Where do
Elephant
you see it?
polo.
He's
all
raising
of
his
it.
eyebrows. That means he does do it.
I wanted to talk about Rick Hyde for a sec. I said like only 3 minutes ago did I realize that middle verse is Rick Hyde. I thought the whole thing was Benny for some reason. Anyone else? Like, is that just
They're
me?
both from Buffalo, though. I'm reading it. And it says he's from Buffalo
Yeah.
as well.
They sounded the exact same.
They do sound similar. I won't lie. They do sound similar.
I didn't.
I think he's in
I
his
thought it was Benny.
Black Soprano family.
Oh, is he?
They
Yeah,
call it.
Oh,
Black Soprano
yeah,
family.
yeah, that's
Oh,
what it
fair
says
enough.
here.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I knew it was a different voice, but
I'd never heard of him before, but you know, shout out to him.
sounds hungry.
Yeah, I feel like this is his first little bit in the game because otherwise we would have heard of him before if he's on a. You know what I mean? Like he's not. He can't be like prolific.
No, because like you said, I've never heard of him before, but he sounded good on the verse, so he must be. Yeah, must be.
It says his
upcoming.
first project came out. Oh, it's unreleased. Okay, I don't know what that. I'm just looking for a date, man. Who is Rick Hyde? There's no release date on this. Whoever he is, shout out to you, Rick Hyde. Let's get into the other side of the discussion. Harry Fraud.
Oh man, he's just. I'm sorry. Just give him a 10 for the album. The production is just unbelievable.
I was gonna say we really kind of dipped into what we thought of the production and the bars and whatever, but just to kind of wrap up what I think of Benny on this project. Benny came high level barring. Do you know what I mean? Like if you go see Michael Jordan play or LeBron play on any random day, they're gonna put in a performance. Not every time it's a showstopper, and but this is a great performance. But
Agree.
Harry Fraud, ooh,
Beyond expectations.
Oh, massively. He elevated himself to be like, yeah, like I bet a lot of rappers are gonna go to Harry Fraud now because honestly, I was just listening. I couldn't believe when I was listening to it for the first time. You're like going, "Oh my god, this beat! Oh my god, this beat! Oh my god, this beat!" And you're actually thinking, "How is this guy doing this for like just beat after
So
beat after
versatile
beat?"
as
Just
well. Like,
ridiculous. Yeah, exactly.
The intro
That's-
track
yeah.
with the saxes,
Yeah,
then plug talk
beautiful.
was like a
Yeah.
trappy kind of banger. All of them.
Yeah, I'm glad
Just-
he's getting his flowers. Like I feel like he's been maybe not on this level, but he's been a consistent producer. It's one of those ones with the stars align. I
I
feel
feel
like
like he's gonna do
Benny's-
something with the rest of the Benny kind of collective. You know, like Conway, the other guy, I forgot his name, and
Oh, what's that?
Saigon.
yeah, all those people are gonna want beats from him now because of this.
Yeah, possibly.
Oh, if you
Possibly.
did something with Conway, I would be all over that.
Conway.
Yeah,
Another
Conway's
album this
just
week.
yeah. It's just, well, I can't wait for that one. Yeah, it's just gutting because I thought it was actually thought it was a shady one, but we'll still wait for that one.
But he has worked with some people, Harry Fraud. I've just pulled it up again because
He's worked with Currency, which have you heard
Currency a
Currency?
lot, yeah.
Yeah, because I was listening to it, and the beats on that are nice as well. Because so
But we're talking. He's worked with Talib Kweli, Flatbush Zombies, a lot of Action Bronson, bit of Sean Price, The Weeknd. But you didn't know that.
What song?
What song from the weekend?
Oh wait, hang on. It's off Kissland though. Professional.
Oh, okay. Oh, Professional. Okay.
No one's heard that song.
No.
Yeah, don't worry about that one. Yeah,
Uh.
he's got a good catalogue, I think, and hopefully this pushes him on now. Hopefully he starts working with some of these other guys that are at the top of their game at the minute. Hopefully.
I feel like with with producers like Harry Fraud, even if he remains an underground legend, he's still going to get paid. You know what I mean? He's still going to get paid, and his beats are going to be respected by the people that hear them because they're outstanding. And I feel like the way music has gone now, like the direction everything's gone into like this trappy, drilly type of faster beats, that won't suit him, but he's really good at this. Like boom bap, new style boom bap.
Plug Talk is relatively fast though. It's quite a fast tempo.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's not like you wouldn't hear like a Future on these type of beats.
Oh,
You
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
hear, those type of rap singing. You wouldn't hear a Travis Scott on these type of beats. It's not that type of
Mhm.
music.
Do you lot hold him up there then with the Hit Boys and the Alchemists? of the
Not
game at
yet,
the
but
minute?
I think
No, not yet. But
there's potential.
Yeah.
what he did on this, yeah, exactly.
It's very interesting to see what he's done here, and if he can consistently do stuff, not like just boom bap stuff, but just make beats like this that I really like or that are really good like this. Why not? Why can't he be one of the new school? Well, not new school, but I mean current best producers.
Yeah. Do you know what though? I was listening to do any of you listen to Arm and Hammer? You heard of them?
No, I thought it was just toothpaste.
So they're they're a duo. They're Billy Woods and Elusive. Yeah.
You guys are slow. Sean got it straight away. God, Arm and Hammer.
No,
Yeah,
Sean was
they
like,
just
I'm not
released
having
a-
this bullshit.
No. I just acknowledged it. I was like, yeah, I get it.
Sean was on the punting today, though. Sean was on the serious. Past couple of days, he's been on the pun stuff. The Jay-Z puns were the best.
Oh, I love that song, man. Not that word
Anyway,
for word.
say it.
Arm
Arm and Hammer.
and Hammer, yeah. So they just did a project with Alchemist. Wild.
So it works
guy is
again.
just getting-
The formula's back.
No, but this time it's 2 black and 1 white. So it's different.
What's it called? Haram.
Yeah, Haram. I think Peter tried to block the cover art. They tried to censor it because it's a couple like dead pigs or something like that. But
What?
It's
Alchemist is doing some
disgusting.
crazy stuff.
I
on
don't
that.
know if you're allowed to do that type of stuff. Like,
I don't think I'm gonna listen to this, man.
I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Oh, Arm and Hammer, not Arm and Hammer. Okay.
No, Arm and
Your
Hammer,
reaction sound like man wasn't even looking at it.
It's not a dead. It's just a dead pig's head. But the name Haram is. Oh no, I'm seeing the one you're talking about. Yeah, too.
It's nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I
It's a
don't
bit
like
too
the title.
much.
Yeah, they could have called it Swine or something. Why Haram?
Gotta listen to it to find out.
It's
Oh,
like how
no,
Death Grips made that album art of a penis or something. It was just like
That's
it was
all
just
you,
too
man.
grim.
That's all you. That's what you're into.
No, that was
Kieran. You
grim
like
though.
Death Grips. You like
That
Death
was-
Grips.
Allow it,
Oh,
man.
man,
Sean's having
Jesus,
flashbacks to the
that
Death Grips
cover
times
art.
that you made him go through.
damn.
Look at the pain in this man's eyes.
I never got into them. I got to be honest. Respect.
They've got some bangers though. There's no doubt.
sure.
Get a
they
D!
No. But yeah, if you want some high level rapping, some very experimental beats, go for that.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, that cover art is a bit extreme, man. Don't need to see that.
I swear it gets funnier every week. I don't know what it is.
Defo.
You wouldn't put your seasoning on those? No.
It's
No,
oi.
man. No. Maybe on the snout, yes, but not anything else.
On the snout, he wants it in the freaking nostrils and all that. What?
That's what when Theo's talking about his ingredients, he's talking about those, you know what I mean? That
What's them
Pusha
both?
T ingredient.
Man, our episodes are getting weirder and weirder.
Hey, no, that's literally Theo's new name. Theo's Pusha T now.
Yeah.
No, but this thing is that bark. Don't think I'm sorry, Theo. You know that bark is going somewhere funny. Like, I might even add it to the board.
Just ow.
Sound like the Queen's Court or something.
Oh my
Jesus.
god, my face hurts.
Oh
man.
Oh, no, I have seen this though. I've definitely seen this, and I thought, what kind of, you know what I mean? What's Spotify on? And then I haven't seen it since.
What, you talking about Haram?
Oh
No, yeah. Yeah.
man.
I wouldn't say must listen, but if you fancy that kind of thing, then go for it. Go for it. But anyway, Harry Fraud.
Yeah, no, I think we're wrapping up about Harry Fraud. He's on a trajectory to somewhere, innit? Like,
I
don't know
wanted
where.
to talk about the future of Benny and like Griselda in general, actually.
Griselda.
Okay.
Because obviously we're waiting for Conway's Shady debut, which we're
Mhm.
expecting will be a big project, and we know Benny was in talks with Drake. Don't know what that talk was about. Don't know if they
Yeah.
collabed, but
2 O's and a V, like that Canada squad.
I feel like, I don't know, this project made me feel like Benny's got something under his belt, like a big album with like big features. Because on this album, they're all underground features essentially. None of them are mainstream except French, but French comes
But remember, he's
non-commercial
still
anyway.
got another album coming out this year. He's got Tanner Talk 4 as well coming out.
Oh, well, that might, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, Tanner Talk 4 is coming out. He said he said Plugs 2 is coming out before that, but he's got Tanner Talk 4 coming out this year as well.
Look, I just think the biggest thing he can do for his future is do that Drake collab, because that will really put him on.
He has mentioned that, and he did say he really wanted to do that. Then they have been in talks to get that. He's talked to
I thought
Drake.
they had a
already
song.
exists.
I thought they had
Yeah, I'm
one.
about to say, I wonder if it already
Yeah.
exists, and he's doing all this so that when people hear that, they have so much shit that's high quality
Yeah.
to go back and listen to.
Yeah.
That, do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
if people were to hear whatever Drake song and then go, oh, I want to listen to this Benny the Butcher guy, and they go back and listen to Plugs I've Met Too, and then they go listen to Burden of Proof, they're gonna be like, oh shit, I'm a Benny the do you know what I mean? I'm a Benny fanboy now. So maybe he's strategically planning it.
I feel like he said on a podcast that one of them sent the other a verse or something like that, and maybe this is just about timing. It's finding the right song, finding the right project to put it on.
I
Do
feel
you
like
think
that
Benny
really
might be on
capitalise him.
Drake's album? Was
Doubt
that
it.
too
Damn
out
it.
there?
If
I
it's
don't
still
think-
Certified Lover Boy, I don't.
I don't see Benny
that.
on it. Yeah, exactly.
Fair? Yeah.
But I thought
Then
he could have been
again-
on Scary Hours too. I thought that was where I was expecting to hear it.
That
Right.
could have been.
He would have killed Lemon Pepper.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he would.
He
yeah,
would.
He would have
Killed it.
ate that
This
beat
is the-
up. Oh
No,
my.
but imagine that
goodness.
if we just add him into who's already there: Rick Ross, him, and then Drake.
Oh,
So
that
it's in
would be
Drake's last. So
ridiculous.
everyone
Yes.
has to hear those first 2 verses. Ooh,
Yeah. Yeah.
laptop would have got dashed.
But I think it's about timing because I feel like with Conway, it feels like everything is leading up to this Shady debut, and then there's a good chance that he might start to not fall off as in like get worse, but I mean like he's gonna, slow down with the output, maybe even retire because he said it before. And then with West Side Gun, he's kind of like already 1 foot out more into the kind of, by the looks of it, the A&R game. The
Pray for Paris was like
producing.
his ending, I would say.
Yeah. I feel, but Benny, it's like I feel like he's the one that is, and I've said it all along. He's the one that's going to go the furthest for me. And I feel like maybe if there is a Drake song there, or at least a verse, it's like just timing it to perfection to get the most out of it.
It's a good time right now, to be honest. Time it with Drake's album or something like that. That'll do well.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, that might be what they're waiting for, maybe.
Yeah,
And
maybe.
do you know what you say? I personally don't think, by the whole sort of aesthetics and the marketing of Certified Lover Boy, I wouldn't put Benny on there. But Benny has worked with quite a range of people. He's on a flipping Russ album. I would never have thought that.
Yeah, that
And
was
like
weird.
rapping about quite soft stuff as well. He wasn't like he came on talking like this. He was.
But
He kind
we
of
got
went.
sides to him. We got
Yeah,
sides
yeah,
to him
that's good.
on
It's
the
all
Burden
good.
of Proof. But I don't see him on Certified. From what I imagine Certified Lover Boy being, summer bangers, lots of singing for the ladies. Do you know what I mean? Couple real bars for the guys. It's not Benny. Benny can't be in
You don't
that.
think Benny's gonna get the little heart in his? No,
Mm.
not gonna get that. No.
That really upset me though. That we're 3 months into 4 months 5 months nearly into the year. Sorry, God, I can't even. I don't even know what month it is. And that album hasn't come out. I feel like next month it has to come out, or he's gonna 1 miss summer, and 2 he's just. But fans, well, not fans, but people will start to lose trust in him because you said
Well,
January.
Things are opening up over there more, aren't they? There are a lot of
Oh
these.
yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of the- they're all
things
in the
are
clubs
opening
and that
up.
out in LA.
Yeah. They are opening up more in America, but he does need to release. But part of me thinks it's tactical, though. I think he knows more. It's like I said it on the previous episode. I think he knows people are releasing later on, so he wants
it's
to.
political.
Yeah, I think he wants to release at the right time.
I think
really
Drake
do.
actually
Gotta
makes
think.
more money in our market, in the European and the Asian market, than he does over in America. Because in America, he can only perform in like a handful of states that have got the stadiums that can contain him. But here, he can do London, Birmingham. Then he goes over into Europe and does however many stadiums over there. Asia, the same. Do you know what I mean? Like there's definitely more money to be made in touring outside of America for him.
Europe is definitely a big one. The high prices as well.
But I'm looking
And
at the
stronger than the
competitive
dollar.
side of Drake. I'm looking at the competitive side where I've always felt like he's treated it like sport almost. I've always felt like the numbers really matter to him. And all you got to look at is how he responded to like Kendrick's Control verse. He was not happy. He weren't happy. And you got to think we could potentially in a year, because all of these people are being spoken about as having projects in the works. There's Drake, there's Kendrick, there's Cole, there's Travis. That's 4 big releases.
It's massive, man.
Cole's not going to hit the numbers of the other 3, but he's still going to hit numbers. I think that Drake and his team are going to want to put this out at the right time, because I don't want to get overshadowed by a Kendrick drop or even Travis.
Surely you should have first movers advantage, though. You should be the first person to release. Not, what do you want to be, the last? You can't be the last, because that's a waiting game. If you go first, then you set the standard.
No, but if someone's ready with an album, they could just drop it 1 week after Drake's and just make Drake's window just 1 week then.
Yeah. Because as much as I didn't really rate Scorpion, it did last. It was playing for a while, that album. It did
Nothing
last. It
came
got
out,
through
though.
that whole noise with the Good Music feud and all that. And it lasted until at least when Travis dropped. And then he was on that project as well. Whereas with this, I feel like the anticipation for Kendrick, for instance, if Drake got like even a 2-3 week window and Kendrick drops, or Kendrick starts his rollout, I think a lot of people are going to gravitate towards Kendrick. Because
we know Kendrick's getting critical acclaim when he comes out straight away.
Well, I was about to say, if Kendrick drops, and then Drake drops a week after, it's not actually going to affect Kendrick, because there is a crossover between their fan bases, but I feel like people that are waiting for Kendrick's album are more excited for that than they are for whatever Drake's going to drop. Because you're always going to hear Drake's album whether you want to hear it or not.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to strive to get to Kendrick's album, so you're going to want to hear that regardless. As for J. Cole, you already know my thoughts on J. Cole, so I'm really trying to hear no J. Cole no more.
You're going to love it when it comes out.
Dead.
This is silly, man. What is this?
See, was in my math class.
No, I'm sorry, Cole, if you're listening.
Did you like Lion King on Ice?
Oh man, Lion King on Ice was hard, man. I'm sorry, flipping.
Yeah.
Cole just needs to drop. Oh Jesus.
Lion King.
Yeah, he wants to play in the NBA though. There's this rumor flown about that he tried out for the Pistons or something.
No, he did. He actually did try out for the Pistons.
Serious.
He did. Yeah. He was serious. He did try.
It's his dream, isn't it? It's his dream.
He always wanted to play for the NBA. Yeah.
He's so old. He's too old to play. He's like 32 now?
Just let him play one match and retire. Like let him have that dream.
I haven't even seen him play in celebrity all-star games.
I think he was trying, because I think even the Pistons, there was a rumor that they offered him a 10-day contract, but I don't know if that's legit. I know. I don't know if that's legit, but I don't think he was that great to be on the team. So, and the Pistons are whack anyway, so that's saying something as well.
What is it with people like this? If you're a successful rapper, why do you want to be a basketball player and vice versa? Why do basketball players want to be rappers? You've won. Do you know how much people want to do either or and never make it? You've won. Just allow it, man. Do the one that you blew up doing.
But wait, has anyone done that? Because basketball players have released albums.
Oh yeah, Dame Dollar, man. That guy's talented, boy. Listen to his album. Repping Dame Dollar.
Shaquille O'Neal, but anyway,
that's what I was thinking. Exactly what I was thinking.
No, Damian Lillard is a hell of a lot better than Shaq. Listen to his album. Like, he's actually really,
Shaq's
really
a
talented.
pioneer, man.
Yeah, but no, rappers wise, this guy's got lyrics, man. Listen to Dame Dollar. Don't worry, Dame, I got you.
But I can't think of a rapper that's ever become a basketball player.
It just doesn't work. It just doesn't. No. It will never work.
We'll see.
Doesn't work. But Damian Lillard has proven that he can do both. The way I got you, props.
Who's the other one? Who's the one that's with Tiana Taylor? What's his name?
Iman Shumpert. Oh,
can he rap?
That waste, man. Nah, he can't rap.
He's just
he's rubbish, man. Shumpert, man. Getting gassed.
He's just long. But basically, all I'm saying is, if you're
Not
good at
even
one
that
thing,
good
just,
of a basketball player, man.
about to say, exactly, if you're good at one thing, be happy.
No, he's not, man. Saw him when he playing for the New York Knicks. Then he got haps when he got traded over to the Cavaliers. Got himself a chip, and he's not been relevant since. So sorry.
He's just tall. That's the thing. A lot
Yeah.
of NBA players get into the NBA because they're tall. Like, he has no discernible skills. He's not even like a sick rebounder.
No, that's
Ain't
what I
really
mean.
got a shot like that.
was
He's just
dead.
there.
He was
He's
dead.
just there. He's just there.
He wasn't doing a lot. That's all I'm going to say.
But anyway, back to Benny.
Griselda.
Scores
I
on
had,
the
one,
doors.
I had one more point about his future. Didn't he have
Yeah.
a collab album with Freddie Gibbs in the works?
Now that I want to hear.
Is that a rumor?
Yeah,
I
no,
wonder.
that is a rumor.
'Cause-
That rumor is there.
That's like a
he has
dream
got-
project
yeah,
right now.
Exactly.
That's just
I
a
think
bar
everybody
fest,
wants
really, isn't it?
something. Everybody wants something with Freddie right now. Quite literally
True.
everybody.
Big
That would be
Sean, I
amazing though.
think,
Freddie,
would be
yeah,
nice as well.
Freddie and Benny would just be unbelievable.
Who did Freddie have recently? Freddie and
Big
Schoolboy?
Sean, right?
Big Sean.
Oh
yeah.
shit. Okay,
Oh, he had
yeah,
a Schoolboy one as well too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice track. I like that.
That still bumps. That
Summer
is
vibes.
nice track, yeah.
All right then. So let's get on to
But
the,
that new one,
what's
What,
the new
Boss
one?
Rabbit?
Big
Boss
Boss
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Yeah,
Big Boss,
yeah.
yeah. that's-
Do you know he delivered that? That is a response to missing out on the Grammy to Nas.
Oh,
Oh, is it?
Wow. wow.
Not. I don't think the lyrics, but like the beat using that sample. It's like,
Oh yeah, I didn't even
Response,
clock that.
yeah.
Although he did come out and say, if I was to lose to anybody, at least it was a Macklemore, which I found hilarious.
Ooh,
He said
that's,
at
some
least-
that's some Kendrick
Hey,
shade.
the heart part 5. The heart part 5. Kendrick's gonna go
Yeah.
at Freddie.
Kendrick's gonna bust a tear.
Oh, I was laughing so much. It was like, oh man, well, at least I lost to like an OG in a rap game. It's not like I lost to Macklemore.
Nah.
that's embarrassing. Like,
Freddie Gibbs is hilarious though, isn't he?
Kendrick is.
Have you
gonna
seen
use
that first 10
high-pitched
seconds
voice.
of that flipping podcast he's on when he's on Joe Rogan?
Oh,
Within
that was
like-
hilarious.
Within
Oh,
like a
man.
few, what, like,
What,
like a
when he's saying that, when
Yeah, I
he
shot a
gunned down
crackhead
those
9
people.
Yeah. I was about to say, is he talking about like a cracking or something? No, that's mad.
Yeah, it's just a way, and you see their faces. Like Joe Rogan's like, what the hell?
Yeah. This guy's like telling this in-depth part, like bit of history. I'm sitting there like, oh, okay, this is really cool. And then Freddie's like, yeah, he's right because I shot a crackhead 9 times and he didn't go down. What the fuck? I love Freddie Gibbs.
What a
Protective at all
strange
costs.
man. Yeah. Okay, so what's our favorite tracks on plugs I've met too?
Who's going first?
Sean's going first.
Sean,
Yeah,
go
you go
first.
first then, sure.
My favorite is No Instructions. Oh God. I'm gonna go for the opening track and Thanksgiving. That's my top 3. Honorable mention Plug Talk because the beat is crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kieran?
Yeah, mine's.
Oh,
go on,
what
Kieran.
there? Oh, there.
Oh, I don't mind. Yeah, mine's probably No Instructions. I liked Overall at the beginning, but I think it's now going to be Survivor's Remorse and then Thanksgiving.
Mm.
My ones are Thanksgiving, Survivor's Remorse, Live by It, and honorable mention Longevity.
Yeah. Okay, we're all on the same kind of page. Mine's Plug Talk, Live by It, and Thanksgiving. So we're all kind of meeting in the middle, really. Like we're all kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I think Thanksgiving came up 4 times. No, am I wrong?
Yeah, I think everyone mentioned Thanksgiving, didn't they?
Yeah.
Songs. Yeah,
It's probably the
It's-
best song.
It's just so hard.
It was a single for a reason.
Yeah.
I stopped listening to singles. Like I know this sounds really dumb to say, but like certain rappers where I expect projects from them, I just don't listen to singles anymore because I want to hear it in context.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I listen to it a couple times and then I don't go to it until I get the project, unless when it really bangs. Like Freddie's new track is.
Oh yeah,
constant.
stuff like that. I'm gonna listen to
Yeah,
the Conway stuff, the Freddie stuff. I'm gonna listen to that, but I mean like
Yeah.
certain. It's only select few people, so like a Getza, Benny, all these types of people.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm just gonna leave that. All right, scores then. I'll go
Just get
first.
Mine out of the way. Okay.
Oh, okay, I was gonna let you go last. 'Cause I feel
Okay,
like it's gonna be
do
outrage.
that.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be outrage, bro.
Both.
I'm going for a
Okay.
7.8. How's the
Oh,
outrage
God.
of that? Go on.
What's that reaction about?
Although,
Just go for it. Just go for it. Go for it.
7.8, yeah. Somebody
Who's next?
speak.
No,
Trust
go on,
me.
Theo. You go.
Okay.
You go next.
I'm not gonna lie, mine's quite high, you know.
Mine was high as well. That's why I'm like, someone else speak first.
Mine's high, and I'm staying by it. Mine's 8.5. I don't care.
Trust
Mine's
me.
8.5.
Mine's 8.5 as well.
Yeah, mine's 8.5.
I'm thinking like,
staying by that.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
just high
100%.
standard.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I can't rate
Right,
it
so
any lower than that.
it
It's gotta be
really is.
8.5.
Right, so
8.5.
I'm cool with you two going mad at the beginning with me, right? But Sam, we gotta have words. Mine's a
Why?
7.6. How are you going so
7.8
mad at
is
me
high for Sam,
and giving
though.
it 7.8?
I give real scores, man. I give real scores.
Sam gives low
But
ratings.
the reaction
Exactly.
implied that you were like that, like these two 8.5 or higher. I'm thinking 7.8.
Nah, you're bugging. You're bugging, Sean, because you know what it is, yeah? Like, I can't give this a high score. I can't. Because it's not an album. You see what I'm trying to say? It's a mixtape. So that's an automatic -1. So it was realistically an 8.6. We had to come down to a 7.8. You understand what I'm saying?
Nah, you're finessing it now. You're
No, I'm
finessing it.
not. It was a 7.8 from when I listened to
You
it.
slyly said it's 8.6 though.
Yeah, 8.6, and then it went down, but it went up because of the production.
Nah,
You understand?
you gave me all that shit and you gave it a 7.8. Nah.
Griselda.
Man,
So
do
what's
what
the
man
what's the
want,
hang on, we need to what's the
8.1. 8.1.
That's fair. That's fair.
that
An
is
8
fair.
is like a fair score for
Yeah.
this, I
It's
think.
because it's not an album. I couldn't rate a mixtape really that high unless it blows me out the water.
It feels like an album to me, to be honest.
It's not.
Did
so
you say-
accept it.
Sean just thought it was mad. Huh.
Listen, I admit and I apologize. Maybe my vibes were
That timing was perfect.
Nah, I knew he was gonna say something like this, so I had it ready.
I get it, because my delivery is a bit like that, but I can't believe that. 7.8.
Griselda.
What's wrong with a 7.8? That's a good score.
No, there's nothing. I'm saying from the way you reacted at the beginning to give that score, I'm
Just
I'm
to remind you,
surprised. I'm
who
surprised.
likes chaos in here? I like chaos, so I cause chaos. If I just was like, yeah, I'm kind of with Sean on this, I can't just let that be. Someone's got to rile things up, make some content in here.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't.
This is the Grey Area Podcast, talking all things rap and hip hop from the UK to across the pond. The facts are black and white, but our opinions are somewhere in the middle. We're about the music, not the gossip. Positive more than negative. Quality over quantity. Substance is worth more than clickbait.